If you see these hairs, mind your damn business. And if I've got a green or white tongue, mind your damn business. I've just had a friend text me, could I be cheeky and ask for a favor? Don't text me without the favor. If you're watching this, you know who you are. I love you. Hello everyone, I hope we're all doing really well. Thank you for joining me again on another video. I always get slightly nervous doing Q&As because I feel like I just get on a roll, I ramble, and I end up oversharing about absolutely everything. I love it though. I literally love it. I love just exposing the good, the bad, and the ugly all over the internet for everyone to consume. Do I love it like 5 years down the line? Absolutely not. But you know what? Mindful thinking, we're not 5 years down the line. We are right here, right now. I just made this matcha as well. It's a blueberry and banana matcha. Fucking incredible. I used the My Protein flavor drops in the blueberry drops and the banana drops. Quite self-explanatory. So good. Oh god, going in hard here. Do you feel you're in a happy place with your mind, body, food, etc.? I don't think I ever will be, and I think I can speak on behalf of a lot of women when I say it feels very optimistic to say that I ever will be 100% happy. I think I'm definitely more comfortable and my priorities are more straight. I eat really good food and I cook myself really good meals, and I care about my health more than I care about my physical appearance. But do I have days where I get really down? Absolutely. I'm actually vlogging this week and I got a huge package of clothes through and I was like trying them all on and I just couldn't face putting it on the internet. Like I just felt so shit in my body. Leading on from that, I've had some questions that like I feel like I should touch on because it's just not okay to say. Like people being like, how have you been comfortable with gaining weight, and like, can you talk about gaining weight? I don't exactly know what you're referring to. That's the thing, like it's such a broad statement to make, and I'm sure they're not coming from a bad place. When I was younger, there was a time in my life where I was a lot slimmer and I'd like just gone through a really big breakup, and I don't know, like food and everything was kind of, I guess, how I found a bit of control in my life when I felt like everything was really out of control. And I was really slim and I wasn't healthy at all. Like food was all I thought about and exercise was all I thought about. I'm not saying that being thin is bad, but drastic weight loss from a bad mindset is bad. Like weight loss isn't bad. I really hate that, say like right now I'm trying to lose a bit of weight and that is totally my choice. No one can tell me that I'm like not allowed to want to do that as long as I'm doing it healthily. Like, mind your own business. I feel like having body fluctuations online, which is a completely normal part of being a girl going from your teen years into your 20s, is always so critiqued, and people just think they know the full story, and that's so not true. It can be so damaging and like really upsetting, especially when you can't comment, because when you comment back, like it only fuels the fire. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm confident in my body, really. I have good days, I have bad days, but at the end of the day you literally just have to suck it up. Like it's what you've been given. As long as you're healthy, that is literally all that matters. I sometimes wonder if I was slimmer, like would I get more career opportunities? Would, you know, brands want to shoot me? Would I want to take pictures of myself more? And that's just such a sad thought, and that's not what I believe is right. But if I'm being honest with you, it's what I think. I try and snap myself out of it a lot, but I don't know, I just, especially right now, it just seems like everyone is so thin. It can be really quite hard to navigate it, but all I care about is that I'm happy, I'm healthy, and I live a long life, and that's like the most important thing to me, and it should be the most important thing to anyone. Have you taken certain videos off your YouTube? No, I've actually never taken a video off my YouTube. If I have, it will be because like it's got a strike or something, or an old copyright strike, but I literally keep everything up and I always will. Like it's my growth, you know. It's embarrassing and it's cringy to look back on, but I'm also very proud of that girl who started, because we're here now. Body count. If you think I'm putting that on the internet, do you actually enjoy doing YouTube? I do enjoy doing YouTube, but I do also find it maybe the hardest. I'm really happy that like I've stuck around on YouTube. I mean, I know I've taken some big breaks and I've slacked, but sorry, this is honestly, these hairs I know are just gonna send me into orbit editing. My hairs are growing back. I've been taking a shit ton of vitamins. I talk about it in all my vlogs. Honestly, it sounds so cliche, but when I read your comments or even see like loads of thumbs up on a video, or you guys DM me telling me how much you love my videos, videos. That is why I keep doing this. I would earn so much more money if I just like focused all my time on other apps, or like shared the main content of my life on other apps. I like to think I keep most of my exclusives and everything here for you on my YouTube, because like this is where we started, this is where we grew. I'm just so happy that people still watch my videos. Like, you have no idea, it's the best feeling ever, and I do love it. Like, I'm sat here and it feels really nostalgic with the ring light just sat on my bed. Like, I'm so lucky that I get to do the nature of videos that I do. And yeah, but if you do have any videos that you do want to see anything of, then let me know, because I'm always open to suggestions. Spill the tea on the burglar situation. Oh my god, I spoke about this once online, and oh fucking hell, let loose, which was, can I also say, if you saw that, this person commenting got the complete wrong end of the stick. Essentially, a few weeks ago, I was sat on my sofa, minding my own business. I was on FaceTime to a friend. I start hearing kind of like this banging on the railings outside of my house. I'm thinking, that's odd, like maybe it's just a neighbor going in or a neighbor going out or something, or someone dropping off a package. Hear some noise on like the window. I started hearing some windows like downstairs of my house, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then it sunk in, oh my god, someone is trying to break in, because I could hear the noise of like trying to move a window. This person then climbed back up the railing and climbed across from the steps of my front door over to my windowsill. I had my shutters drawn, but my window wasn't locked, which is something I will never ever do again. Like, everything in this house is always locked, and anytime I'm not here, like, all the shutters are drawn. I also have like CCTV now inside of the house, so don't even fucking try. I don't think, not that I think this person knew who I was, because I've got more to expand on this story. With my windows, there are like bolts sort of above where you can slide the window, so they'll only slide up to a certain point. They won't slide fully all the way up, thank god, because if they did slide all the way up, I would have had a man in my living room whilst I was sat on the sofa. I'd have started barking at this point, and I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do, and I was saying on the phone, my friend, I was going, someone's trying to break in my house, what the fuck do I do? Like, all this stuff. Obviously, I put the phone down and I dialed 999 immediately, like before I'd even opened the shutters to see. But this person wasn't able to get into my house because the door downstairs was locked, the windows downstairs were locked, and also, no, they weren't, the shutters weren't drawn on that window and the lights were on. This was the weirdest thing. This guy knew that I was in the house. Like, he would have known someone was in the house. Like, the TV was on, loads of the lights were on, and I know so many people like have called me every fucking name under the sun, and I'm so stupid and I'm asking for it, but politely, fuck off. Like, actually just fuck off. Am I not allowed to have my windows open in the day, like my shutters open? Do I have to live in darkness? Like, that is so unrealistic. Also, my job is filming my life. Like, thank you for the advice, but I will not be taking it on board. Once I got up to open the shutters, I was already on the phone to the police at this time, and I saw the back of this man, and I like took note of everything that he was wearing. I watched him walk across the road and then just fully break into one of my neighbor's house on the street, like just slide the window completely up and climb in. And once again, this house had all the lights on, everything. I cannot imagine how terrifying that must have been. Like, I was gonna reach out to the neighbor and sort of introduce myself, like let him know that I'd seen everything. The police arrived super quickly, but I watched him obviously climb in and then run straight back out, so I was also able to see his face, like he wasn't wearing a mask or anything. The whole thing just seemed really fucking bizarre. So the police arrived literally as he was scrambling out of the window, but he managed to get away. He ran away, and I gave witness statements. Like, I came out of my door and I was like, I saw him, I saw everything happen. He tried to get into my house first. Like, that's why I was on the phone to the police. The person whose house did get broken into, I don't think he knew that this guy had tried to break into mine. That's why, if you saw the comments on that TikTok, he was a little bit upset, but like, I don't blame him. He thought I was just lying, but we cleared everything up. Like, I messaged him, it's all good in the hood, but I wasn't lying. If anyone thinks I was lying, that is a psychopathic thing to lie about. Like, I had a police phone call. I was not lying. Someone did try to break into my house, got police statements about it. Like, I would not lie to the police. That's very touchy territory. Forensics took loads of fingerprints and everything, but this guy was just on a fucking roll on my street. Like, he'd already broken into one of my other neighbors' houses like a week prior and taken some of our stuff.
I also didn't mention that this guy was also trying to break into people's houses and successfully breaking into people's houses at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Literally, whilst there were people inside aside, it was wild. Like, I couldn't leave my house for a second.
And I was just really scared. Like, I was so scared to leave the dog. I was literally like housebound for about a week, I'd say. I feel so lucky that I did have like all the bolts and everything in place, and also feel so lucky that I do have the freedom to stay at home. Like, my work was so understanding. We rescheduled loads of meetings. Any appointments I had, I was able to reschedule as well. Like, everyone understood and they got him. And all is calm on the farm. I feel a lot more at ease. I don't really know too much about it. I wasn't really kept in the loop that much just because he didn't manage to get into my house, but my neighbours let me know that they got him. And yeah, I feel really terrible, like obviously for anyone it did affect, and like anyone whose house got broken into. It was, I just can't, as I said, like I literally just can't imagine it. I don't know how I would react, and I was struggling to sleep at night as it is, and he hadn't even managed to get into my house. Keep your doors and everything locked and bolted. I don't think he was there to do any harm, like he didn't hurt anyone, but they did say that he had some very tacky mental problems, which is not too reassuring, but they did get him. And that's the end of the story, basically. Someone asked, do you have depression? I shouldn't be laughing at that. It's not a funny topic. I wouldn't say I have depression.
Once again, I just want to interject here because like I just didn't say this right. I put up a new thing as well. It's tiny and it looks kind of dumb, but it was like a literal midnight project. I'm editing this at 1 a.m. I would not say I'm depressed at all. I'd say I have been in my life, but I don't think it's like an underlying depression. Like, I know a lot of people have depression and it's like prominent every single day of their lives. That's not me. Thank you.
I was diagnosed with depression when I was younger, but for me, the whole like NHS route of it really didn't work for me. The only reason that I went through NHS in the beginning, god, this was such a blur, like talk about fucking trauma dump 101. The only reason that I did do NHS things and like NHS mental health services was because I needed to be off school, just because I really wasn't very well, and the only way I could get signed off school was through NHS. But I had like alternative therapy. I actually had like a nutritional psychotherapist growing up, and she was my main gal. I owe everything to her. It was really weird actually. I drove past the place where I used to go and see her when I was in the Cotswolds over the weekend, and it was just really crazy like how far I've come. And I really hope she can see me now. Like, I really hope like maybe she's seen something of me, because she was like a second mum and she was just the fucking best, and I think she'd be really proud of her work. Blossomed into a beautiful young lady who's not a fucking hazard to herself 24/7. But I wouldn't say I'm depressed anymore. There's definitely something going on in there. There's something. To be honest, like even labels and stuff, I really wanted actually to get like a diagnosis with something last year. And in some circumstances, it makes things easier because it's easier to explain to other people, and then obviously you can't really self-diagnose. But I'm at a point now where I know how to be the best I can be, and it's like if I've got a bit of an episode going on, the only person I need to explain it to is myself. Like, my friends know how I am, and sometimes it's nice like just having that for yourself and not feeling like people look at you as the girl with that. Did that make any sense? I feel like that didn't make any sense. Basically, I know myself and I know the thought patterns that I go through, and I know the things that I'm pretty sure I deal with, and no one else really needs to know about it. Thank you. I just want to really quickly intersect in this video as well, because I feel like it's quite relevant to some of the things I've been talking about. You guys know I'm a huge advocate for mental health, and I have worked with this brand for a long time. I want to say thank you so much to BetterHelp for working with me in the next couple minutes of this video in a paid partnership. BetterHelp is an online therapy service with thousands of therapists ready to hear you out and help you. It can be done remotely from anywhere via video call, text messaging service. Go online and you take like a short sort of quiz. What mental health problem do I have? Not like a quiz, kind of like a form. You fill out a form and they use that to assign you with the right therapist. However, I know in therapy it's really important to have the right therapist for you. I have had therapy before. I'm a massive advocate for it, which is why you can change your therapist at any time completely free of charge. I know sometimes it can be really daunting to go into a therapist's office, or you might just simply feel like you don't have time, which is fair because, as I said before, it can be done remotely from anywhere at any time. We all owe it to ourselves to be the happiest, best version versions of ourselves, and that's something that I am always working towards and always striving towards. Therapy is amazing. It's so good to have like an outlet to someone you don't have to see face to face. I know just how intimidating and scary it can be to like offload all your problems and some of these thoughts that you think are really odd, crazy thoughts to people you love, and also if you don't want to worry people you love. I'll have a link on screen here, as well as all the information down below for BetterHelp, as well as discount codes if you are interested. Thank you so much to BetterHelp for working with me on this part of the video. It means so much, and yeah, let's carry on. I've had this question so much, which is, are you single again? What's your relationship status? What happened to your boyfriend? The fact that I'm getting this question so much proves to me I'm doing a really fucking good job, because I am still in a relationship. Sorry if the angle's changed a bit, I just had to free up a little bit of space on my camera. But yes, I am still in a relationship. Been together for like nearly a year now. I have kept this so online, and honestly that's thanks to him. Like, he's just not a public kind of person, and it's a fucking smooth breeze. He's not become some egotistical cunt because of it. He's not messaging and trying to flirt with any of my followers. He's not leeching off me to sort of build his own social status and presence and fucking London. Oh my god, I can write a fucking book about it. He's completely supportive and like loves everything I do, and he also works as well, and like in part of the business that he works at, like they've got the brands team and the marketing team, and we love talking about that side of stuff. And like, I'm always so interested to sort of see the back end, like not the back end but the other side. So like, these are the girls who are the kind of girls who'd be contacting me, do you know what I mean? Like, I love hearing about it and how they set up their events and everything like that. That's not the side of work he's in, but yeah, I want to meet those girls actually. I feel like we'd be really good friends. But yes, we are very happy together. I've actually got a vlog coming soon of our little trip to farmhouse, which was so lovely, and I want to go back already. He is fab, and you girls would all most definitely approve if you met him. Aww. Any codependent, toxic situationship stories or advice girl is going through it, I just want to say, like, I really hope you're okay, and also know that we've all been there. I think when you're in a really terrible or like really damaging relationship, that person will erode you down till you feel like you are absolutely nothing, and you've got to remind yourself that you're not weak, you're not pathetic because you're struggling to walk away, or you know this person is bad. Like, the fact that you've reached out and you know you're in something bad, like you're clearly aware of it, and sometimes that can make you feel even worse, because it's like, why do I not have the respect for myself to leave this person? Trust me, I've been through it. It might feel like your whole world is gonna crumble because you are so broken, and like the only source of energy or any sort of validation or like you're doing something correct comes from this person, but they're also the person who's taken that sparkle out of you, and they're not gonna give it back to you. They're just gonna keep sucking the life and soul out of you. You're not a bad person, you're a really good person. Like, remember your life before them. Even if it wasn't great, you didn't think it was amazing, I can guarantee it was a hell of a lot better than being with them. I'm really sorry you're going through that. Reach out to your friends, like they are always there. Even if this boyfriend or girlfriend has like pushed you away from those people, if you explain the situation, or if you're close with your family, it's really important to be vocal and talk about the things that they're doing to you, and talk about the things that they're saying to you. I used to record conversations because I felt like no one would believe me at like how I was being spoken to and how I was being treated, and I would send them back to this person and be like, this is how you speak to me. Like, does that not make you feel fucking sick? But yeah, I really hope you're okay, and please just get out. Like, the sooner you get out, the sooner you will feel better. I promise. It's gonna be hell at first, but you get like superpowers after a really bad breakup and a really bad relationship, and you've got all the love and all the support from me. I love you, and you're gonna be fine. Right, let's do some quick fire ones. I feel like I've been yabbing on, and sometimes it's good to just get straight to the point. Is your mortgage for your new house more than your flat was? Yes, it is. Do you ever feel restricted having a dog so young? Yes, I'm restricted in that I don't have freedom. I can just like pack up and go, but no, because it's opened up my heart, my life, my soul. She's my baby, my child, and my entire life's purpose. What's your attachment style? Fucked in the head. Like, literally just so fucked. Like, I've been treated so fucking badly. I was so terrified of men before my boyfriend. Tips on how to stay motivated. Motivation comes and go. Discipline. Do 75 hard. It's been working wonders on this little brain. It's only been a week. How did you meet your boyfriend? I got set up with him through a mutual friend. Is this your dream job? No. Being a pop star. Do you ever feel in competition with friends in the same industry as you? No. And I think as soon as you view someone else's success as competition rather than motivation, or you just want to clap them on, I think there's a little bit of an underlying problem there. It's okay, we all do it. I've definitely done it, but you need to tackle that, because it's not going to make you very nice to be around, and you're never ever ever going to feel satisfied with what you've got if you're constantly competing, especially against your friends. Trust me, you'll lose your friends and you'll lose everything. Like, that energy is a bad energy. Be competitive with yourself. Like, you are the only person that you should want to up. Do you miss the Cotswolds? Every single time I go back, I'm like, oh, I should be back here. Like, when I used to do YouTube back in the Cotswolds, it felt like the most exciting thing ever, and like going to London was so exciting. Obviously now that I live here, like, the sparkle is gone a little bit out of London, but then I remember how lonely I felt in the Cotswolds. Like, I didn't really have many friends back there. How I've established a whole life here. I've got a home. There's so much opportunity. All my friends are here. Like, everything in my life is in London. I have absolutely no roots other than my family back in the Cotswolds. But I would definitely like to have a house back there, so I could just like go back and recharge. Maybe that will be my next goal, getting a house in the Cotswolds. How do I break up with my fiance? That's a question for Reddit, not for Miss Flossie Clegg. How the fuck do you break up with a fiance? Wait, should I stalk this girl? Shit. Let's see her. Girl, you do not have a fiance. You do not have a fiance. Oh my god, she bought my Remask collection. Oh shit, I'm proper baiting her out now. And finally, what happened with... Thank you so much everyone for watching my video. I love you all so much. You can subscribe if you want to. It feels really wrong, like, filming a video this short. I feel like I've been on my fucking hour-long vlog game. But yeah, please give this video a thumbs up. It literally keeps me going and keeps me both motivated and disciplined to keep uploading. You can also follow any of my other socials. As I've said like a million times in all my videos, I'm doing 75 hard at the moment. So make sure to go over, follow me on Snapchat. I'll have it on screen here to keep up with me on that. It's also just like a close friend story. I'm always chatting or like posting shit that I shouldn't be over there. It's a fun time. Subscribe, comment, let me know if you've made it to the end of the video. That's like my favorite thing ever, reading those comments. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye. Mwah. Mwah. I hope you can't see my legs double. Right, okay, love ya, bye.
Once again, I just want to interject here because like I just didn't say this right. I put up a new thing as well. It's tiny and it looks kind of dumb, but it was like a literal midnight project. I'm editing this at 1 AM. I would not say I'm depressed at all. I'd say I have been in my life, but I don't think it's like an underlying depression. Like, I know a lot of people have depression and it's like prominent every single day of their lives. That's not me. Thank you.